From Weather Center 6, this is the TV6 and Fox UP Weather Alert.
Hello, I'm Ben Kuchner-Kavich. Hopefully your Thanksgiving is treating you well. I want to update you on our winter weather situation because lake effect snow bands are set to increase in intensity for parts of upper Michigan as we head into the evening hours. We have a winter storm warning in effect for Keweenaw, Houghton, Baraga, Ontonagon, and Gogibic counties. That's until 7 o'clock for Saturday morning. An extended period of lake effect snow is expected. We also have a winter storm warning in pink until 7 o'clock Sunday evening for Alger and northern Schoolcraft counties, as well as a winter weather advisory for southern portions of Schoolcraft County. Amounts really taper off as you head towards Lake Michigan. We're only talking about an inch for the Manistee area, but the amounts are definitely going to increase as you head further off towards the north. We'll talk about amounts coming up in just a little bit. Here's what's going on right now. Satellite radar over the past few hours shows we have the lake effect snow showers starting to ramp up here. There's one band in particular that has been ongoing over portions of Alger and northern Schoolcraft County that has been producing some moderate to locally heavy snowfall, reducing the visibilities out there with some patchy blowing snow anywhere from Munising over towards the Mellstrand area. Mellstrand in particular has just been getting hit with the same band of snow here for the past couple hours or so. We'll see if Mellstrand will pop up for me. There's Indiantown for you. But as you head off towards the north and east, you go through the Myron area, then you head off towards northeast into Burt Township, and then towards the Grand Marais area. You'll start to pick out some of these heavier lake effect snow bands. So certainly if you're traveling along County Road H58, if you're going along M28 through Alger County into northern Schoolcraft County on the Seney stretch here, you're going to start to see some of these lake effect snow bands increase in intensity every now and then. Now these bands sometimes get a little bit stronger and then they sometimes weaken a little bit, and you don't necessarily get this over you all the time, but certainly there is the possibility to be picking up on some moderate snowfall at times. And you can see some of these bands trying to get going over portions of Baraga, western Marquette, southern Marquette, into northeastern Dickinson counties as well. So just make sure to take some extra time to get to your destination as you head through the remainder of the evening hours and really for much of the weekend as well. Winds are also gusty out there. We have a gust of 31 miles per hour at the Houghton County Airport, 24 miles per hour at the Delta County Airport in Escanaba right now, and it looks like if you're traveling towards the Mackinac Bridge, you will also run into some pretty gusty winds out there. So that's just going to continue to reduce those visibilities thanks to the patchy snow out there, the patchy blowing snow, I should say. And we could easily see those gusts approach 35 miles per hour for some areas. Here's our MDOT camera right now, M28, the Seney stretch, Seney rest area. Certainly some snow-covered roadways. Certainly we'll run into some slippery and slick spots out there, so be aware of that. Here's future radar and wind gusts for you. You can continue to see these lake effect snow bands set up, increasing in the Copper Country as we head towards the remainder of the evening and into your Friday morning as well. Any Black Friday shopping you have planned out there, definitely want to take some extra time if you do need to travel. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't necessarily recommend it. If you don't have to travel, don't do so. Here's what we're talking about in terms of our snow accumulation forecast. A general 1 to 3 inches for much of upper Michigan away from Lake Michigan. So much of Marquette County is going to miss out on the heavy snow here. Where we're talking about these 3 to 6 inch amounts are in the slightly darker blue color, and then the dark blue color, that's where we have our 6 to 12 inch amounts. Where we could see a foot or more, perhaps as much as 30 inches for some isolated locations, come here in portions of Alger County, east of Munising, and then off to the northwest of Seney, right here along the Alger-Schoolcraft County line, the Mellstrand area in particular. Then we also have the higher terrain of the Copper Country, anywhere from the Porcupine Mountains into higher terrain of Ontonagon County, then up towards the Twin Lakes and Toivola areas. Then as you head towards the tip of the Keweenaw, we're talking about a general 6 to 12 inches. Places like Houghton, Hancock, Calumet, probably 6 to 12 inches is what you can expect. City of Marquette and as well as Negaunee-Ishpeming, we're just talking about 1 to 3 inches from this. The amounts do get a little bit higher as you head towards higher terrain here on mountains and eventually into Mount Arvon as you head into western Marquette, eastern Baraga counties here. So that's where we could see some higher amounts. The National Weather Service did say it was a possibility they could add Marquette to a winter weather advisory a little later on. Right now, no alerts are in effect for Marquette County, but that would be for areas of the northwestern portions of Marquette County. Northern portions and northwestern portions of Powell Township would be impacted by that. If an advisory is issued, it wouldn't be for the city of Marquette. And again, if we're talking about the city of Manistee, 1 to 3 inches, Escanaba, Iron Mountain, not looking at anything in terms of accumulation at all. You can also see right towards the Lance and Baraga areas, the accumulations do go down a little bit as well. We're mostly talking about the higher terrain to experience those 6 to 12 inch amounts. So here's a look at what we can expect for tonight. Snow is likely across all of upper Michigan. It will be windy along the shorelines. Could see those gusts up around 35 miles per hour. Low temperatures will be in the 20s along the shorelines. Inland areas, snow again likely. The winds will be a little bit less for inland areas, gusting to around 20 miles per hour, but that's still breezy nonetheless. We're looking at low temperatures dropping to the low to mid 20s for the most part, though a few upper teens are certainly possible. Crystal Falls, Alpha, Amasa, towards the Bergland area as well. Coming up for your 7-day forecast, we're going to be looking at the scattered snow showers continuing throughout the entire 7-day forecast. The travel impacts will be highest for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with the breezy conditions. Gusts easily 20 miles per hour or higher, and higher more like 35 miles per hour along the shorelines. What we're talking about here is lake-enhanced snowfall. So I don't have lake effect necessarily written on here, but the lake effect is going to increase the snowfall. There's just a chance of seeing some scattered snow showers across all of upper Michigan. The heavy stuff is certainly going to be impacting those northwest lake effect snow belts, especially areas of the higher terrain in Ontonagon County towards Houghton County, as well as areas of Alger and Schoolcraft counties east of Munising, and then from Seney off towards the north. As for temperatures, you can see we're going to be dropping a little bit below normal by the time we hit Tuesday. Temperatures in the 20s. Otherwise, we're talking about highs right around the 30-degree mark. We got a couple cool mornings here Tuesday morning and Thursday morning with lows in the teens. A few of the typically cool spots like Amasa dropping down towards the single digits. Certainly a possibility. Well, that's it for right now. As for looking at our winter weather situation, we're going to have a lot more coming up for you on your TV6 early news at 6/5 Central and TV6 News tonight at 7/6 Central. And then, of course, we'll have your TV6 late news after tonight's Packers game. For now, we'll send it back to regular programming. I'm Ben Kuchner-Kavich.